Hi guys, it's Christopher here, and I do apologise for not releasing a video anytime sooner. Reason why I haven't done so is because I've been asked to do something that's worried me a little bit, and that is talk about myself, just to give you guys a bit of an insight as to who I am, where I'm from, where I plan on being, and what I plan on doing. So what I've done is I've made a very huge file of me playing some of the old Black Ops Zombies. Obviously, I'm not going to talk for the whole duration of this because I mean, I go for hours. This video is it's like 102 gigabytes long, so you got no chance in holy hell of me actually talking through the whole of that. So just thought I'd give you a few rounds, just to have a bit of something to watch while I'm talking. Well, anyway, as a lot of you already know, my name is Christopher. I was born in the northeast of England. I've got a brother and a sister. I'm the oldest of them all. My brother is he's just turned 21. My sister's just turned 22, and I've just turned 25. So there's not much of a big gap. We were brought up alone, single parents. My mum brought us all up. I can't really say that really because I also got brought up by my auntie and my grandma. It was quite amazing, to be honest. I used to live in one house, but my best friend was my next door neighbour. The door after that was my auntie and my two cousins. The door after that was a family friend, and the door after that was my grandma. So within the space of like a few houses, I pretty much had like my whole family. So that's that. Well, a lot of people also question about my working and things like that. Well, yes, I did. I used to work. I used to work hardcore. I used to work for a telecoms company in the UK. I used to be one of the managers along there. I used to like run teams, train new people, teach them how to answer calls professionally, teach them how to talk without a script, basically. Because I know a lot of you guys, when you speak to call centers, you always speak to somebody that's got a script. Well, not my guys. None of them had a script. It was all, you ask a question and you get an honest answer. So a lot of people know that I also DJ for a computer games sort of website, fan site. The fan site's called RuneZone. Now, I know a lot of you are going to probably think, what on earth is this? But RuneZone is a fan site for a game called RuneScape. Now, I did used to play that game because it used to be nice and easy. It used to be point and click. I had a few friends that played. Just basically played that game just for fun. Didn't play for any targets. Didn't play to get rich. Didn't play to get max skills or anything like that. Just basically played that game just to have a bit of fun. But not having very much enjoyment out of that game at the moment because they've just released a new update, and this update is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Just completely changed the game, and it's not how I like it at all. But that aside, I am still DJing for that website because I do find the website great fun. It's got an amazing community. Now, a lot of people, once again, like, going back to the work situation, yes, I did work. Unfortunately, though, back in 2010, it was November 2010, I had to resign. The reason why I had to resign. The reason I had to resign from that job was due to ill health. And unfortunately, I haven't been able to work since then. So, I'm finding it extremely boring to live my life as it is at the minute. And now, I know a lot of people want to know a lot about me, but as you'll know yourself, explaining a lot about yourself it's a very scary concept to put your heart on your sleeve and then basically allow people in. It is a scary thing. So I'll just keep to the basics. I'm a computer gamer. I love playing computer games. I never really played Black Ops Zombies until about a month or two ago, and that's when I really started playing zombies. And the only reason I started playing it is because a friend said it was pretty cool, so I did try it out. I did fail badly so many times, but starting to get the hang of it a bit. I'm able to get to pretty high levels, I'd say. Get into the 40s solo. Not as good as the other gamers, I know, but like I say, I've only been playing it for a couple of months. It's really difficult, really difficult for me to explain who I am and where I'm from, and it is really difficult to explain all of that without sort of like revealing far too many sort of like deep, dark, personal secrets. I mean, I suppose the biggest thing I could say that I am in the process of doing is going back into education, because if I can't work, I may as well get myself a degree. I plan on getting a degree in chemistry, so my education will start again in the coming, I think it's September it starts. So come September 2013, I'll be back in full-time education. Still going to be playing computer games, still going to be doing everything. It's going to be amazing, going to enjoy it. Got another big surprise, I've just got fibre optics, yay! Never thought I'd ever see the day I'd get fibre optics where I live, because I live in pretty much the middle of a field. If I was to give you my postcode and you had to look at it from Google Maps, you'd be like, what? How's he got fibre optic broadband? He like lives in a field. Seriously, guys, there are goats and horses roaming wild at the end of my street. It's literally that bad. But I was I think I found out on the Monday that I could get fibre optic broadband, and then had it ordered by Monday evening, and it was installed within a couple of weeks. Fibre optic broadband is definitely the way to go. I mean, before I was getting 4 meg download and a 0.3 upload. Now, on average, my line's still not stable, but I'm currently getting around about 63 meg download and roughly 18 meg upload, which I find awesome. But yeah, so that's that. Well, more about me. Who is Christopher? What is he? Where's he from? And what's all that? Well, like I said, I had to resign. It was due to ill health. Now, the ill health, a lot of people who've got it, there's a big stigma around what's up with me. A lot of people are ashamed, a lot of people are embarrassed, a lot of people just do not like talking about it. But I actually suffer from mental health problems. Now, I'm not ashamed to admit all of this. I'm not ashamed one bit. I recently got diagnosed with bipolar affective disorder. Some people might know that it used to be called manic depression. Also suffer from something called generalized anxiety disorder. Now, bipolar, basically, the easiest way that I can explain it is it's a psychotic version of bipolar. So with normal bipolar, you're just depressed. Sorry, not with normal depression, you just feel depressed. When you've got bipolar, some days you feel depressed, some days you feel like you're on a manic high, some days it's mixed, so you feel super depressed, but you're on a manic episode where your body just can't switch off. You've got to take antipsychotic drugs to stabilise your mood. And with the generalised anxiety disorder, that's horrible. It makes you paranoid over everything. It makes you so anxious about everything. And I mean, that's without even leaving your own house. I could be sat in my bedroom, just chilling out, doing some Sudoku puzzles, and then all of a sudden, feel like I'm about to have a panic attack over absolutely nothing. So, like I say, I know there's big stigma around all of that, but I'm not ashamed to admit it. I'm not ashamed to explain why I'm not working. And for all of you people out there that say, oh, you're playing games and you're making videos and you're taking the taxpayers' money. Right, I've worked full time for 8 years and I had a very good job with a very good salary and I paid a hell of a lot of insurance and a hell of a lot of tax. And I swear to you, since 2010, the money that since November 2010, the money that I've got back off the government to cover my illness is nothing compared to what I've actually paid. So that one's just out there for all of you who think that people on benefits scrounging from the government and costing a fortune. But yeah, that aside. So what about my family? What about my family? Well, my parents, they own a business. They own a local shop. It's a good size shop. It's a good size shop. It's got everything in there. It's got an off-license pay point lorry, pet. It's got a pet store at the back of it. It's got news agents towards the front of it. It's got frozen food in the middle of it. It's a good size shop. That's my mum and my stepdad. Like we were saying earlier, that we got brought up on my own. So my mum was on her own. Sorry, she was a single parent. Then what happened was my dad, he left when I was 3. My sister was 2, my brother was 1. And the stepdad didn't come into the equation until I was around about 11. Now, what also happened was, with bipolar and with my generalized anxiety disorder, the doctors didn't know, sort of at the time when I was like 14 and 15, what was going on. They just thought, well, it could have been something like ADHD, something like that. But no, it was the bipolar. And unfortunately, to escape that reality, it actually led me to drink and drugs. Now, I used to drink every day of the week. I mean, every day of the week. Just so I could escape the shitty reality that was life. And, obviously, it's not a very good thing at all. And I would never recommend anybody ever do that. But I did that. I had to do that. The doctors weren't helping. There was nothing else that was helping. And I will be honest. I was actually addicted to some pretty hard drugs like cocaine and ecstasy. And I know a lot of people say you can't get addicted to ecstasy, but trust me, when you take it every day of the week for months and months and months, you're addicted to it. And it takes a good, long, hard time to get off from that. So I know I sort of slightly dropped the tone of the video, but just thought, yeah, you want to know a little bit about me? That's pretty much the big thing about me. What's my plans for the future? Well, you've already heard that I want to go into college, university, get a degree. Well, it depends where you're from, college or university. Same difference. Want to get a degree in chemistry. What I'd actually like to do from there, for the first 2 years of a chemistry degree, this is interesting. For the first 2 years of a chemistry degree, it's exactly the same as if you're doing a master's degree. It's only year 3 and 4 that differ. So if for the first and the second year I'm finding the degree in chemistry extremely easy, I could actually switch straight on and do a master's degree for year 3 and year 4. Which is cool, because that obviously means that I wouldn't have to waste any extra time sort of going to university for an extra couple of years and doing more of a degree. Now, once I've got the degree, what I actually want to do is work for a pharmaceutical company. I want to get a job where I would develop drugs. I want to get a Because I understand the importance of medication. I mean, I'm on enough of it every day myself to understand how important it is. But I would just love to be in a position at the end of the day I could turn around and say, I've developed something that's going to help somebody for generations to come. And that would make me feel happy at the end of the day. That's that. So, you've heard my past, you've heard my future. Let's deal with the present. Well, today, I just basically the main thing that I'm doing today in the present is getting ready for the future. I know I've got maybe what? Well, it's the end of December now, so I've got. I mean, I do have quite some time, but I need to, I need to sort of like obviously get all of the books, the calculators, blah 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 blah, all the work related stuff that I need. I need to get all of that sorted out, so that's going to be one priority. I actually live in a project. It's a supported housing scheme. It's where you would move to if you're in the same condition as what I'm in. So that's where I'm living at the moment. Now, where I live, there's a lot of people that haven't even used a computer before. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to set up a media group. So I'll teach people. I'll teach people how to use a computer. I'll teach people how it all works. I'll teach them, well, basically anything and everything to do with a computer. That's my plan. A lot of people can't cook neither now. One of the jobs in the past for me was working and running a cafe. Now, I know you're only going to say, oh, it's only a cafe. It was a high class cafe, and I used to be a manager there too. Um, so I got all my food qualifications whilst I was working there, and I can make food. So another thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try my hardest to get people taught on how to cook, because I think that's very important. So that's my current today goals. So you've heard my past, you've heard my future, you've heard my present. But what else makes me tick? What makes me tick? Well, I'm very, very, very family orientated. Reason being is when I was 17, going through this rough patch of not knowing what the hell was going on in my own head, and being in a point where I couldn't control myself. Nothing I could do would calm my mood down, and like I say, I was relying on a lot of alcohol, a lot of drugs, and basically I needed help from somewhere, but I didn't know what to do. Now, while I was in these kind of a state, I completely alienated my whole family, because obviously you don't admit to your family what you're doing when you're doing something so wrong like that. So they weren't there to support me. I didn't tell any of the doctors because I was scared I would have got put in prison. So I just kept it all to myself, didn't tell anybody what was going on, and I didn't seek any help. So, because I completely alienated my entire family, they wouldn't talk to me at all. I had nobody, no friends, because my friends thought I was a nutter. I had no family because they all just thought I was an asshole. And it got to a point where there was just me. There was nobody else in the world but me. And it was horrible. I'm not gonna lie, it was horrible. And I'd never ever want to go back down that route again. And to be honest, I don't think I am going to go down that route ever again. I mean, since December last year, I've pretty much knocked alcohol on the head. The only time I'll drink now is when I'm with friends, and that'll only be maybe once, once every 2 or 3 months I'll have a drink. And when I do have a drink, it's not excessive. It's maybe it's only six cans, and it's not the big cans. It's only the 440 ml cans. I know it's no excuse still, but I still there's no harm in having a drink as long as it's in moderation. And yeah, that's just basically my sort of like current thoughts on that. Well, I don't really know what else to say in this video, because I mean, I know that I've been asked to sort of explain who I am and where I'm from, and a few problems. What problems does the great old Christopher Swords suffer with? Well, I've pretty much explained everything. So, I mean, I really have put my heart on my sleeve for this commentary. So, I really do hope you appreciate me explaining sort of who I am, where I'm from, about my family and things like that, where I plan to be, etc. You name it. I really do hope that you have appreciated it, because, like I say, I mean, it really has been a bit of a hard thing for me to do. So I do appreciate you all listening, and I would absolutely adore it if you would leave a like if you like where I'm coming from. If you got any comments, by all means, put any comments down. Let me know if you're going through something similar and you need any kind of advice. Let me know, and I'll try my hardest to help you out. Obviously, I'm not a psychiatrist or a psychologist. Don't take my word as final. Always seek medical help if you are going through something similar to what I'm going through. But I would be more than happy to give you any advice that I can that has helped me out through what I've gone through. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening. I have been Christopher. Please do stay tuned for more videos. Once again, I am so sorry. The only reason I haven't put one up is because I've been so scared of doing this one. So, I hope you've enjoyed it. But once again, yeah, thank you for listening. Please do leave a like if you have liked it. Comment if there's anything at all that you'd like to comment about, any advice. And if you really, 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 really like it and you want to share this with other people, please do share too. Well, anyway, guys, once again, thanks very much for listening. I have been Christopher, and I will see you all again soon. Take care, and have a great Christmas and New Year.